Hi guys, we're back with another video today, and we're going to switch out these winter tires for some summer tires on this Dodge Journey. I'll show you how to lift it from the front, lift it from the back. We'll show you how to take the tires off if you only have hand tools, and then we'll speed up the process with some air tools. And then I'll also show you where I store my tires. So if you only have a tire iron, you're going to want to break these nuts loose before you jack this car up. So I'm going to start with popping the hubcap off and breaking them free. Now if they're really tight, you might want to get your foot on here. Give yourself a little extra leverage. Alright, next we're going to try and jack this car up. So I'm going to show you the jacking points. So as we come look under here, you'll see right here is a nice big flat spot. Very good spot for jacking. You can also make your way all the way up to that suspension bolt if you want. It's also another very sturdy spot. So we're going to line our jack up, and we're going to go get a little piece of wood to put in between here. Just a little 2x4 to soften the blow a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, we've got that all on there now. Just barely touching off. I just wanted to show you guys where I'm at. I got a couple of pieces of wood supporting that tire so it won't roll forward or backward as we jack it up. So we're going to start jacking this all the way up and pop the rest of those bolts off and get the next tire on. As you jack the vehicle up, it's important to check that everything's going okay. You don't want to fall off the jack. Alright, and that should be ample ground clearance for us to work. I can get a little bit more than my hand under there. You don't want to be too high up either. I always like to do the top nut last, just because as you've seen, the bottom of the tire falls out, and so it just makes it a little bit easier. And another little safety tip, put that tire under your car when you're working on it. It's pretty rigid and sturdy. If the car falls off the jack, you'd rather it fall on that rim than you. Alright, so I'm going to go grab the tire to put on here, our summer tire. When I put these tires away last winter, I marked them all as to what position they were on the car. Left being the driver's side, right the passenger side, and front and back. I'm going to rotate them with the back ones going across to the front and the front ones just going straight back. So this being the left front corner, I'm going to take the right rear. So this was the right rear tire last time it was on the car. So we're going to throw this guy on here now. And so we just get all these nuts started on there just a little bit by hand. And then we can take our bar, start tightening them down the rest of the way. I'm not going to get them all the way tight. I'm just going to get them kind of started. And I'm going to go in a star pattern. And once you get them about as tight as you can, up in the air like so, we'll move our other tire out of the way. Now we'll let the jack down and finish tightening the tire up. When you go to let the jack down, be very slow with it. You don't want to just drop the car. Voila. Now I'll finish tightening it now that the tire's on the ground. Again, a star pattern. Alright, front tire's done. I'm going to go to the back tire and show you guys how to use the air gun. So for jacking up the rear of the vehicle, you're going to want to come around back here. It's what I found to be the best jacking point. If you look right on the suspension, right there, that's going to be a very nice and easy spot to jack this vehicle up from. So we'll just do that. And as you can see all the way up at the front there, I've got the front tire blocked in now. So we'll jack this side up here, just enough to get the tire off the ground. And you don't have to worry about breaking those bolts free if you're going to use the impact wrench. So we'll just jack this up now. And that's it. So just a little bit off the ground like that. That's all we need. I'm going to go grab our impact wrench and pop that hubcap off and pop those nuts off. That one was a little bit swollen, stuck to the socket. So we just screwed it back on and wiggle it off. No big deal. Voila. Another tire off. I'm just going to slide this one up underneath here. And then so for here, we're going to go get the driver's side front, the left front. And so this tire last year was our driver's side front tire. We're going to pop this guy on now. Actually, I forgot to mention while we were on the front, now is a good time to double check for any issues that you might have with your brakes or any other components. I've already done the brakes on this car recently in the front, so I know those were good. Well, let's just take a quick look here. You know, these rotors are definitely very worn down. There's been a little pulsating in the brakes, and so I wonder if it comes back to these rotors right here. The pads still have plenty of life, but there's lots of uneven wear here. So we'll have to come back to this another day. Again, I'm just going to start them all by hand. I'm going to try and not tighten them all the way down right now. Just that way we can still tighten them in the proper star pattern. And then so even when I'm using an impact wrench, I still like to check the nuts after with my tire iron. So, we'll pull this tire out from underneath, we'll drop it down, and then we'll give it a check with our tire iron. Again, drop the jack very slowly, want to be very safe. Alright, now that we got it dropped down on the ground, I'm just going to double check these. Oh yeah, everything's very nice and tight. So then the next step is to mark the tires so we can keep track of them like we did for the summer tires. So we can get the same rotation out of these winter tires. So I'm going to mark this one right rear. Now I'll finish the other two sides, and once we're done, we'll double check the tire pressures and everything should be good. Alright, so you guys see me jack the car up, you see me get those summer tires on. This is where we store our winter tires for the year. We got this nice rack from Canadian Tire. You know, I'm sure you can find them at Part Source or wherever. And then we also have this nice bag to put all the hubcaps in. And so that's our storage, guys. So, you know, places are going to charge you a lot of money to store your winter tires, store your summer tires, things like that. Charge you to change them. So I just want to give you guys the tools and knowledge that you need to save yourself a couple dollars. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next one.